and you wanted to make like a little correction or fix, you would just have to make the fix, and then like from now on... Oh, what was I supposed to do there? Oh! I was supposed to be shooting bottles the whole time. Oh god, how many bottles can you shoot in 5 seconds? Apparently 0 if you're me. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play 1001 Games. I'm your host, Gaming Jay, and today we're hopping into the Namco classic known as Point Blank. All rights reserved, 1994, which is pretty late in the game for an arcade game, actually. When I think of arcades, I think of like the glorious 80s, and everything up to, you know, once the Super Nintendo really hit its stride, I kind of feel like arcades were like in a bad way, you know, like home consoles really killed the arcades, is what I'm saying, which is unfortunate. Because I always liked arcades. Oh, look at this. There's like paper civilians and stuff with their hands up and paper bad guys. This is awesome. Point Blank here is a shooter game, as you can see. It is based on a series of mini games, and so we're gonna get to play some mini games here. Oh, we got like, what is this, Skeet, like a la Duck Hunt? Yes, it is. That's cool. All right, before we get down to business, just a very quick announcement. As some of you may have seen on my channel already, we have a live stream coming up tomorrow. It is going to feature the dudes from the Classic Gaming podcast. They're going to come join me. We're going to play some Broforce. So if you guys want an opportunity to watch me play a game live and chat with me and comment as I play, be sure to tune in tomorrow. It's tomorrow evening. The details on my channel. You can go check it out. All right, without further ado, let me go and slam a few quarters into this. Don't shoot civilians or bombs. Good life tips. Good tips to live by in life. We'll go ahead and get started here. And while we are playing, let's try the training or beginner. Okay, you know, I never do training. Let's go ahead and give the training a shot. Oh, look at this. Interesting. All right, shoot to select. So I have to shoot the meteors before it kills this dude, I'm imagining. I have unlimited bullets and 20 seconds to do this. All right. We can do this. With unlimited bullets, you can just spam the screen. So, Point Blank here, yeah, it's a sort of a later arcade game. By the way, what is this dude hanging out under a series of volcanoes for? My god, he's just relying on the kindness of strangers to make sure he does not die a horrible death. Quota complete! Cha-ching! I guess we could play that 2-player and we compete for scores. Seems like the game would be awfully easy if it was 2 players. All right, let's try the targets that are commandoing into the jungle. I imagine we have to shoot them. Shoot 15 targets and don't shoot the bombs or you will lose a life. Roger Dodger. So yeah, 1994 was kind of late in the game for a new arcade. Oh my god. Oh no. Ah, okay. That one target I missed, I am blaming on my controller here. So I am playing this at home, by the way. I did not dig out a Point Blank arcade machine. As cool as that would be, and as awesome as it would be if I had the finances to do that. Oh, what? 14 targets? Oh, give me a break. My controller spazzed out. I do not have the finances to purchase unique arcade machines every time I want to play a game in the book. So this is on an emulator. And actually, this is... I wrote this down. This is Point Blank ROM World version GN2 Rev B Set 1. A lot of people don't know this, and it's actually kind of an interesting sort of factoid. Oh, we're in a hotel now, blowing away bad guys, Arnie style. Don't kill the civilians, though. Boom, boom. Oh, I think I might have shot a civilian. But arcade machines had revisions and variants, and so did like home console games, like games on the NES and stuff. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, there we go. Games on like the NES, like there's multiple versions of certain games. Like even like Super Mario Brothers 2, there's different revisions of it. And this is basically because back in the day when people didn't have DLC, you couldn't, there was no internet, you couldn't push a game patch onto your game. So if something went wrong and you wanted to make like a little correction or fix, you would just have to make the fix, and then like from now on... Oh, what was I supposed to do there? Oh! I was supposed to be shooting bottles the whole time. Oh god, how many bottles can you shoot in 5 seconds? Apparently 0 if you're me, because I'm too busy talking about game revisions. But I guess we passed the training somehow. But yeah, old games like this had revisions. So it's like there were different versions kicking around, and there were newer versions and slightly older versions. It's kind of interesting to think, like, nowadays, when you get a game, it gets patched and fixed and corrected. Everyone's game gets patched, and that's just kind of it, you know? But back in the day, like, somebody would buy a version of Mario 3, and then they'd, like, do a revision, and they would press the button. Okay. They would do a revision, and they would update the game. Well, oh, let's shoot the apple off this guy's head. 1 apple. Okay, is this supposed to be really hard or something? Oh, we only have 1 bullet. Oh, wow. Stakes got real in 10 seconds. Boom. Easy, man. This is like WarioWare a bit. But yeah, back in the day, like, you would buy, like, if you bought an early version of Mario 3, and then they updated it with a minor revision, it's like you were just stuck with the old version. There was, like, nothing to do. You just had the old version forever. Oh my god, this is like Street Fighter 2. Shoot the car. Oh, in Street Fighter 2, you beat up the car, but this time we have to shoot it. Yeah! Oh, let's damage the hell out of this thing. Oh, we can even hit the tires. Yes! Yes! Oh, we blew up the engine. Oh, this is awesome. Oh, the door too. Yes! Did we do it? Failed? Oh, I was supposed to do 60 bullets? Holy crap, I was going as fast as I could. I was going as fast as I could. I don't think I could have gone any faster. Alright, I like that this is just like a series of like random crazy minigames. Like, you never know what you're gonna get. Alright, yeah, 15 seconds, let's do it. Boom. This is like Hogan's Alley now. Only it's kind of like Hogan's Alley meets Whack-A-Mole. Oh god. I can't aim fast enough. Oh god. Did we get it? Did we get it? Did we pass? Failed! Oh, 14, why are we so close? We're so close to passing it every time. We're always like 1 off. Oh, I got a new record though. I'm breaking records and failing at the same time. How often have you seen somebody do that? Not very often, I would imagine. All right, let's kill some paper terrorists. Yeah. Oh no, you're not a terrorist. Yeah. This is like the worst hotel ever. It's just populated by like a series of armed gunmen. Oh, I think I killed a civilian. That probably took away my last life. Oh, look at them all. Look at them all. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. Ho, ha, ha. All right, and who's in the ballroom? Oh, nice try, buddy. That part actually is not too bad. 18 targets. I'm really good at killing terrorists. I'm bad at everything in life except killing terrorists. But if you did have to have one skill that you were pretty good at, isn't killing terrorists like a decent one? My argument is yes. My argument is yes. Oh, press start to continue. All right, we will continue. Ooh, this one's very hard. Let's try it. Man, this is so cool. Like, you never know what you're gonna get. It's interesting. It like randomizes the mini games too. This is a neat idea for a light gun. So I said that home consoles really killed arcades, and I stand by that. You know, like pretty much as soon as people could play video games at home, like the whole like idea of going to an arcade to play video games started to go away. And it's too bad because arcades are like really cool in concept. Oh, our guy got killed. They're really cool places for like people to like go and hang out and play video games. There's like a whole gaming culture that existed around them. Like, I remember arcades in the 80s. I was little back then, but I remember them, and I always thought they were super cool. It's sad that they're gone, but it's sort of like, I mean, what are we supposed to do, you know? Like, I like the idea of arcades. The few rare times that I have been in arcades, okay, so I'm not supposed to shoot blue. It did say shoot red, and I did notice that. I just wanted to test out what would happen if I shot a bluebird. So the bluebirds are somehow explosive. That's okay, though. Boom, boom. This is like, oh my god, accelerated duck hunt. Okay, boom. Oh, come on. I don't like the fact that there's a strict timer in all these levels. But even I who like arcades, like when I go into a modern arcade nowadays, I'm like, yeah, I like being in here and I like looking around stuff, but I don't play all that much. Because for, like, by and large, I'm like, well, if I'm going to sit down and play a video game, I'm going to do it at home. And the fact that video games did start to exist at home, there's a bit of progression if you look at like the history of video games. Oh, we killed an alien. That was it. Destroy the UFO with one shot. I did it. Took me 1 second. I didn't even know that's what I was supposed to do. All right, let's try this very hard one. But video games had like a very clear evolution. Like if you look at early games in the arcade, they're these very quick experiences that are meant to last anywhere from like 30 seconds to like 2 minutes. Like, they're not meant to be these, like, long, engaging things. But then look at, like, the kinds of games that emerged once we had, like, home computers and consoles that could handle video games. You got, like, RPGs and, like, you know, action adventure games with like cinematic stories. Like nobody was making like, you know, Gears of War in the arcade. It's like that game would just not work in the arcade, you know? So it's like many of the video games we love today could not have worked if arcades remained the sole way of playing video games. So, yeah, it's kind of sad that they're gone. But at the same time, it's sort of like, it was like a necessary step, I would say. Oh, look at all the coins! And a heart! So we passed the level somehow. That was a bonus stage. This game is cool. It does really remind me of like WarioWare, where it's like there's just a series of random mini games and like you just play them and you have fun as you go, and like that's all there is to. Oh, I have to select. I forgot. So shoot. Oh, we need 460 points. Oh, interesting. So now, oh, we only have 6 bullets. All right, they're really upping the ante here. Boom. 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 I didn't even use all my bullets. I thought there was going to be more targets. Hey, but we got 500 points. Wow, I can't believe I'm good at that. Who would have thought? So Point Blank here, by the way, is like a whole series. So this was originally an arcade game in 1994. They did make a PlayStation 1 version in 1998 that used a PlayStation 1 light gun. And actually, I kind of wanted to play that version, but A, I don't have a PlayStation 1 light gun, and B, the game is like actually a little hard to come by. I usually like to try and get my old retro games like on a discount or a deal. I have some like sites I check and some places around here that I go, but this one is actually a little tricky to come by. It's a little expensive. Not super expensive, but it's on the slightly more expensive side, and I would have had to get a light gun, so I love getting light gun games. Actually last summer, randomly, this is an aside, but a neighbor across the street from me was having a yard sale. He sold me a Japanese Dreamcast with 2 light guns and a series of games. And, oh god, 5 seconds? Jeez, I don't know if I got enough. And, it was 15 bucks. 15 bucks! Can you believe that? A Japanese Dreamcast in the box with 2 light guns and a couple of games, 15 bucks. It was literally the deal of the century. I mean, I would have bought anything Dreamcast related for 15 bucks at that point, but that was like a crazy good deal. I don't know why I don't have a light gun for PS1. I really need to get one because I like light gun games and I like light guns. And I've said this before, but they're a kind of game that like you can't easily play in emulator. So like I am, oh damn it, using a Wiimote right now, connected to my computer, and that's how I'm using the cursor. I'm not using a mouse. I've done that before, but really, you know, I'm a big believer in if you're going to play old games, it doesn't really make a big difference if you play on original hardware, you emulate, as long as you get the control scheme correct. If you were using the correct controls that the game was meant for, what are we fighting, ninjas now? That's totally awesome. Then you're getting the same, or as similar an experience as you can to the original thing. But if you go ahead and just, you know, if I were using like a D-pad or something to play this, like an NES controller, that would not be the correct controller for this game, and the experience would be totally different. So yeah, I wanted to use a light gun at least, or as close to a light gun as I could get. And so that's what brings me to my ninja killing adventures that we are on right now. We have infinite bullets, so let's just start unloading on these guys. Yeah. Oh, it was literally at the last second. Damn it, we're always so close to killing enough ninjas, shooting enough targets, but like it always just slightly eludes us. Let's try skeet shooting. That's like duck hunt. Yeah, light guns. You know, if you can get a hold of them, and you need a CRT TV in order to use them. But if you can get a hold of a CRT TV and light guns, I definitely recommend it. And I'm on the lookout for a PlayStation light gun. So one day I'll get one, and then we can play some PlayStation light guns. I mean, I haven't, you know what, I bought that Dreamcast for 15 bucks. I honestly haven't even played a single game on it yet. You know what, I'm so backlogged these days with like games to play for my channel, like other recommendations, and then forget about new games. I don't have time to play new games very much anymore nowadays. It's just, you know, life gets away from you. When you dedicate your life to video games, it's crazy how much time they can take. You know, though, so this game is part of a series, Point Blank. There were sequels and stuff like that. One thing that I think is a little bit of a bastardization is the sequels You know, they had a couple sequels on PlayStation, I think, and in arcades. And then they started to make touchscreen sequels to this. So, touchscreen sequel would be on there's like an iOS version of this game, and boom, we're good at killing octopuses, or octopi. There's an iOS version and a Nintendo DS version of this game, so you can guess where this is going. Instead of a shooter, you literally tap the screen. Now, I'm fine with a game existing, you know, in a new sort of medium and being different. But at the same time, like, to take a game where you're shooting stuff on the screen and change it to tapping, that's literally not correct. That's just not. You've changed the game from being a light gun game into being a game of whack-a-mole. You know, like having to aim at a screen and shoot is so different from being able to just tap with your finger. If I could tap this screen, I'd be hitting the dragon in the face every time. But I have to aim, and I failed, and he killed me. I lost to a dragon because I was aiming with a gun. And was it the best way of doing it? I would have loved to have a touchscreen here, but I don't. So, yeah, they have like, are we like passing level? Oh, we're going into a deep dark castle? Last stage. Oh my god, we're beating the game. This is so cool. Shoot this thing. Okay. I have 5 seconds and an unlimited time. It's gonna be easy, Chief. Oh, I gotta shoot all of these. Oh my god. There's no way. There's no way. I only got like... Man, imagine like a sharpshooter playing this game. They just go... Brrr! It'd be like watching a guy from like the Wild West go... Boom, 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 boom. I can't even... Like my cursor isn't even registering. Yeah, there we go. This is as fast as I can move it. Look at this. And if I was shooting at the same time, I would just be hitting nothing. So, yeah, Nintendo DS and iOS version of this game literally does not feel correct for me. Hey, the high score is 2019, which is now. Whoa, meta. The game's meta. It's self-aware. Did I get excellent, well done, pretty good practice, or... I think that's pretty good. It's not aligned correctly. I'm halfway between pretty good and practice. They're like, well, you didn't do terrible, but you're pretty bad. Oh, I get to enter my initials in 10 seconds. Oh my god. Yay. Where's the Y? Oh, there it is. And, alright, that wasn't nearly as hard as I thought it would be. But why not gun, bullet, Namco, limited, point blank? Why not give me unlimited time? Why stress me out for entering my high score? I don't get it. Alright, we're gonna go in one more time and give the expert a shot because I'm not done talking yet. And I want to see different levels, damn it. Alright, let's try this very hard one. Forget about saving the very hards for last. Let's start with the very hard. Shoot 32 criminals or more. If you leave a few criminals alive, it's not that big a deal, but we'd really like it if you kill them all. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. You know another reason to buy like light gun games anytime you see them is that there's no, as I say, there's no other way to play light gun games these days. They're really sort of slowly fading out of existence. 30 targets, we're so close. Like, I have said this before, but I don't find that the Wiimote is as accurate as the Zapper used to be. Like, even right now, even though I have a crosshair and stuff, I still find this a little harder than if I could just aim down my Zapper. I like NES Zapper games a little better than this, to be totally honest. But I would have liked the arcade version of this quite a bit, I think, because it actually did use a light gun. But, you know one thing where light gun games might make a comeback? Light gun games, I say in quotation marks, is VR. In VR, we're just failing these left and right, by the way. In Oculus Rift with like motion controls, I've played a few shooting games, and let me tell you, they're actually super impressive. Like, whereas the Wii games, it always felt like you were kind of aiming at the screen, and sometimes the sensor bar didn't detect where you were looking, and you always had to look at the crosshair. You couldn't like look down the sights, always to shoot the bunny. You couldn't look down the sights and see where you were aiming. You had to look at the crosshair on the screen. The pig. Oh, God. Bunny. Oh, man, this is such an interesting level. Rhino. Sample. Rhino. There we go. Man, we're rocking this level. Oh, I missed the pig. I ran out of time. What? Oh, I messed up like one time and I died. I'm just continuing to throw quarters in here. I'm the rich kid in the arcade who won't... I've failed every single one of these, but I won't quit. I won't give up. I'm going to credit feed my way to victory. But in VR, there are some shooting games, and they honestly are kind of amazing. Oh my god, this is just chaos. There's one zombie cowboy one that I played. I forget the name of it. But literally, once you have the Oculus Rift helmet on, it feels like you're in that space. The gun control is actually like so precise, it's crazy. And it honestly made me feel like I was like Star-Lord or something from like Guardians of the Galaxy. Like the gunplay was like so satisfying and like so on the point. Okay, here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, we're cleaning this one up. Oh, look at that. Nothing but prime rib, baby. 600. That's as high as you can get. Damn straight. Oh man, you know what would be super cool? I was thinking of this earlier today. They should make, somebody out there, some hacker, should make a VR game for the Oculus Rift that is the NES. Like the NES experience, that should be an Oculus Rift game. So the way it would work is you put on the Rift, and then in the Rift, you are holding an NES controller, and you have an NES zapper, and there's a CRT TV in front of you, and you get to play old NES games as they were meant to be played on a CRT in VR. So literally, what this would mean is, this is the only way the zapper could come back, guys. I've thought about this. The zapper is dead. I've said before it would be cool if somebody could like fix them so they worked on LCDs, or create like a next generation zapper that worked on LCDs. No one's gonna do that. I think it's a lost cause, but where somebody could easily bring the zapper back is by making the NES experience for the Oculus Rift. And basically all they would have to do is create a virtual space, oh god, we failed that one, where you were playing an NES in VR. And then you could have a zapper that worked again. And I think that's a winning formula. I don't know if Nintendo's gonna do it, so some hacker might have to do it, but if somebody out there is good with programming and you want to do that, oh my god. If you send that to me, I'll figure out a way to play it. Because that's like my dream. It's like the zapper. The zapper would have a second life. It'd be awesome. Second life in VR. I don't know what VR is going to bring to us when it finally comes, but I think it's going to be amazing. Man, these are just like the levels we played before, but harder. Like I can't think of all the things. Protect Dr. Dan and Dr. Dawn. I only saw one dude. The other guy might have been already dead. Like, I don't know all the cool things that VR has in store for us, but definitely I feel like that might be one of them. I think another one will be when we all get old, we'll be able to put on VR and walk around the houses that we grew up in. It'll be like sort of a comfort thing. Or like see people who've already, like friends we know who've died. Actually, there was an online thing where somebody used AI to analyze the chat patterns of one of their friends who passed away. They analyzed like 8 years of chat data, and they created an AI that would talk to you in the same style as the friend who died. Which is kind of crazy. It's kind of like Westworldy, like resurrecting, Project Lazarus, resurrecting the dead. But I think that's also something that will come, eventually when somebody dies, we'll still be able to message them on Facebook and post stuff to their walls, and they'll still like stuff and comment, like eventually no one's gonna die, or there'll be an AI version of us living forever. Man, we are doing bad at these things. I guess my speculative science fiction ponderings are not helping me play this game very well. Hey look, here's one we haven't seen. Chicken House. There's a bunch of chickens crammed into a house and we need you to gun them down. Let's do this. This is literally like Whack-A-Mole. So if we were playing the Nintendo DS version, this would just be Whack-A-Mole. There's nothing shootery about it. It's purely Whack-A-Mole. Oh, look at them all. Oh my god. This is hard. I would like to see someone who can like consistently like get all of these guys. I feel like you'd have to be like a cowboy from the Wild West. This is like one you know how it's like older people tend to be not good at video games? This is, light gun games are like one kind of video game where you could take it back to like the 1880s, you might find someone who's better at it than you. Like if you took it back to a legit cowboy and you made them play this, they might be better at a light gun game than like any of us are. Now that would be something. Talk about speculative science fiction. Let's go back to the Wild West and bring a bunch of light gun games and see how the cowboys fare. Oh my god, look at this. It's in the shape of a chicken or something. Oh, look at this. Yeah. Okay, we're doing not bad. I'm getting most of it. Oh man, I missed like 4. Failed! Jeez. Man, they're hardcore. They're like, you're not allowed to mess anything up. It's either 100% or nothing. All right. I don't know how far along we are. This one, these kinds I feel like I'm good at. Just shoot the targets. Oh wait, this isn't the one for points. No, this one I'm not good at. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I'm doing okay. As soon as I say that, I start doing worse. Okay. Man, if you guys could just slow it down. I'm a paying customer here in the shooting range. Sir, your thing's malfunctioning. Sir, it's just a hail of... I don't even know. How many was I supposed to get? It's probably 20. My lot in life in this game is to always be like one short. That's okay. We're having fun. Man, look at how many I failed. I've failed more than I've even played. Alright, it's time to kill some ninjas. Get revenge on the ninjas. This is actually my favorite level. There's no civilians. You don't got to worry about hurting anyone. It's only ninjas, and ninjas deserve bullets to the face. Oh, they're being sneaky this time around, though. I don't like this. I want my ninjas out in the open. Come on, man. What is this? Ninja! One got away. Oh, no. He's going to come back and assassinate me at night. Oh, no, they're all getting away. There's too many ninjas. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, man. They all came at the end. The ninjas swarmed me. That's super not cool. That's super uncool of the ninjas. I thought ninjas were stand-up guys, but now I realize they're just dicks. All right, let's fight a dragon. I think we're going to be able to finish this game again. Like, I think we're, like, really close. So I feel like we should just go for it. What was I saying? Do for it? It's like combining do it and go for it. Okay. So I guess you kind of got to, like, shoot him in the head. I don't understand, like, how you get him to explode. Huh. We definitely failed that. Alright. So apparently in this game, if you pay enough money, they are willing to let you pass the game. Because there seems to be very little consequence to dying other than, like, losing a life. Oh, remember this one? Shoot the UFO. You have 1 bullet in 10 seconds to do it. Okay. Easy. Oh, that one's super easy. I like that. 1.8 seconds because it was hard. I think it was 1 second when it was easy. When I played that on easy, I didn't even realize that there was going to be more than one thing. I just was like, all right, here's the first one. And then it was like, game over, you win. I was like, whoa. I'm better than I thought. Okay, I think I passed the octopus level before. Oh, God, missed both of those. Uh-oh. Things are starting to go south. Oh, but we're getting them slowly and surely. So what circumstance in the world brought a series of octopuses to jumping out of pots underwater with bombs accompanying them? What was happening in octopus society that was a thing? They're like, well, we better go hop out of vases with the bombs. Oh man, if we did not continue here, we're on the last stage. So if I didn't put in another quarter and hit continue, then what would have happened? Then you literally wouldn't have got to see like the end credits. Okay. Ah, I wanted to get 2 rows. All right, we did it! And all the like little tin soldiers come out to like celebrate. Yay! We're the best. So like you literally, so I was so close to the end game, but if I didn't hit continue, like I paid a whole extra quarter just to see fireworks. That's hilarious. Congratulations! New record! Now we get to enter our name. Oh, I wonder if we didn't put in a quarter if we wouldn't get to enter our name. Damn. Alright, let's go ahead and expert clear. Let's see how they're gonna judge us. Let's see. Try selecting very hard. Or better luck next time. Yeah, I don't blame you. I literally failed most of the every challenge you threw at me was a challenge. Oh, we even get the end credits. All right, that's great. So, Point Blank, here's one of the games in the book, 1,000 video games you must play before you die. As far as this game goes, I would say if you saw this in an arcade, you should definitely throw in a quarter or two and give it a shot. The thing that's cool about this game is that there's so many different like mini games that like it almost doesn't even matter. Like, play it on beginners so that you have a chance and just have some fun with it. And you get to play like 3 or 4 mini games on every quarter, whether you win or lose. And if you win some, you get even more. So I think this is a terrific idea for a game, a terrific game. If I ever see this on PlayStation 1 and I can get my hands on a PlayStation 1 controller, like a light gun, I will 100% buy this game. As far as this being like a must-play in terms of like, should you go out and buy a PlayStation to play this? I can't say that that's the case. I mean, what this game is like a solid arcade shooter. It's a fun game. Yeah, I think it's worth a play. But, you know, it's harder to get these days. I don't think the iOS or DS experience would be worth it, in my own opinion. I mean, I haven't played them, so, like, take this with a grain of salt. But I feel like the game changes fundamentally when you're not holding a gun and when you're just tapping the screen. And, yeah, it's probably fun. You know what? Okay, so it's probably fun, so maybe you do want to play it, because it would just be like WarioWare and, like, a series of fun minigames. But it wouldn't be a shooter game, and so the purist in me wants to say, never. But yeah, it's just my own opinion there. Anyway, what do you guys think of Point Blank here? Is it a game that looks fun? Is it a game that you would play if you found it in the arcade, or that you would pick up if you saw it on sale? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you did play this back in the 90s, I'd love to hear what it was like playing back then. Or what arcades were like in the 90s, because most of my memories of arcades, I think, came from like the 80s. Like, definitely I knew arcades were a thing in the 90s, but I remember playing a lot more home console games and computer games and stuff then. Yeah! Alright, vengeance on the car, guys. You know what this game needs is the guy who comes up afterwards and goes, "Oh, my car!" from Final Fight. Oh, man, that'd be great. Where is that guy? Anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed yourself today. If you have, go ahead, like the video, subscribe to the channel. You know the drill. And we will be back soon with a new video in the ongoing quest to play through the book, 1,001 Games Must Play Before You Die. And, of course, we got that live stream coming up tomorrow if you're so interested. So, yeah, we'll see you then. Until next time, my friends, you all take care of yourselves. And, peace.